reality is senior living is a very safe environment when we're operating it as we should be.
Welcome to Bellingham Now. Today we're talking about senior living and what it looks like in this pandemic. I have in this discussion Mr. Larry McDonald, Executive Director, and Ms. Randi Axelsson, Director of Sales and Marketing at Solstice Senior Living.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about what you're doing to both make your facility safe and what changes you've made during this time.
Well, I think, the misgivings of senior living is, unfortunately, in the state of Washington, this outbreak started in a senior living location down in Kirkland, Washington. So I think everyone, drew a correlation there with senior living being the catalyst of this. And reality is senior living is a very safe environment when we're operating it as we should be. And I'm not saying that they weren't operating as they should have been, but we are a very safe community, and we can really control what goes on in our community. And prior to COVID-19 coming out, we have safety protocols and sanitation protocols on a daily basis just for the common cold or the common flu. So I would like to say that we're a little bit ahead of this per se, and we're still COVID free. We have not had the virus here in the community, and knock on wood, but we're in a position that we have done all the right things. Our residents have really responded to the security blankets going up, and really reacted in a manner along with their families that has really been conducive to us keeping the virus out of here.
Are family members allowed to come and visit their loved ones?
Not right now. Okay, so any type of visits that's happening right now, and Randy actually has a few really cool pictures of this, are either done through the windows or done out in the parking lot at a distance, or done off the balconies. Like on Mother's Day, there was a lot of shout outs done from the balconies. So, people want to see their mothers and stuff, but also, Kevin, to be very frank and very honest, our residents' families have wanted us to keep their parents healthy.
So with all the changes and everything that are happening in the community there with the residents and dining and having to modify different things, are you still able to keep things regular as a daily basis?
To a certain degree, yes. We've had to change up our game plan and become very creative from a standpoint of actually looking at, beanbag baseball and our outings, the different exercise classes and things like that. We have not been able to do. But what we have done is we've switched everything like we're doing right now, virtual. And we've had virtual workouts. We've had different segments of our exercise routines go to either personal or they can sign up for virtual exercises. But we've really expanded what we're doing on a daily basis, from virtual bingo to just the call outs over the loudspeakers, as well as we've done happy hour carts right to their rooms. Instead of having them all come down for happy hour, we do happy hour delivery. And we've done hallway dancing. We've done a lot of different things,
And you mentioned the dining. So yes, dining is done in their rooms. So all of the meals are prepared and then taken directly up to their rooms for them. And then the happy hour cart that Larry mentioned, we wheel around a cart with lively, beautiful music, and we have little single serving bottles of wine, and we had beer last week, and cheese and cracker plates, and soda as well. And so
look at Kevin smiling here.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't sound half bad. Let me ask you both. What have you learned about your business and your community during this time, good or bad?
Well, our residents have been very adaptable. They've really adapted to the needs that we've put into place to keep them safe. And, that we thought that would be the hardest thing for them, is to have a new routine at these ages, right? But they understand that we care about them, we care about their safety. So the way that they've adapted to the new things that we're doing here has been wonderful and a little bit of a surprise.
I think the biggest thing is the flexibility with your vendors and new ways of conducting the same business and still reaching for the same results is the key there. So, although everything switched to toilet paper and masks and gloves and sanitation, hand sanitizer, a lot of the vendors had to become flexible with how they interacted with you, sales calls, things like that. So we've really, from a standpoint of hunkering down and being creative, it's something that we've all had to do. And my directors here, from a standpoint of operating, have become very creative.
How are you showing future residents your establishment? Are there virtual tours?
Absolutely. We're still moving them in. We're doing virtual tours.
Mm-hmm.
Done some resident testimonials so that they can meet some of the residents before they even move in. And the residents tell them a little bit from the residents' point of view what it's like to live at Solstice. A couple of my apartments, as you know, are on the ground floor. So we've done some little window tours where they come and peek in the windows, and I do a FaceTime while I'm in the apartment. And then kind of what they can't see from the windows, then I show them through the FaceTime tour. So yes, we've adapted very well to being able to show our wonderful community.
Kevin, one of the things there too is a lot of the family members that have recently moved their parents in here have really looked at Solstice and our environment as a safe haven for their parents. Mm-hmm. They don't have to worry about the 3 meals a day. We're delivering those to the room. We're, going up and checking on their family members. And they didn't have that. They might be living in Chicago or they might be living down in Seattle and not able to travel or see their mother or father. So now they have a safety net here, and it's a peace of mind, really, to know that their parents are in a safe environment and being well cared for.
That's great. If you could leave people with one thought or message from this interview, what would that be?
Oh boy, I think that just the misgiving and the misinformation out there about senior living. Now we're an independent senior living, so we don't have necessarily assisted living or memory care here. Mm-hmm. So I can't really speak to those, but I can speak to the fact that we are much more on a value basis compared to those. If you don't need extreme care and 24-hour guidance, then we're the place for you. And we're very safe, and so are those establishments. Yeah, we're so safe, and being able to control our environment. I think that a lot of people visualize or they think in their minds that this is just unregulated and it's free for all here. But we are very, very cautious of what's going on. And like I said, we're COVID free. We have done everything, and unfortunately, there's been a large outbreak across the nation and even in this city, in our town, in senior living where there has been COVID virus. So I feel very fortunate. Our residents have responded, but we're a safe location. We're a very safe location.
Well, I appreciate you guys and what you're doing. I appreciate the residents that you're taking care of, and I know that they appreciate you too. I appreciate you being on the show, and continue to do what you do, please.
Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Bellingham Now. To see all of our episodes, go to BellinghamTonightShow.com. New content is added daily, so make sure you subscribe for updates. Thanks for watching.